Hello, my name is Hayden. My dream job is to work in fashion. There are many different careers in the fashion industry that use math. Math is one of the core things to know to be successful for many different jobs. Some different occupations in the fashion industry that use math are being a fashion designer, a fashion merchandiser, and owning a boutique. Being a fashion designer, you use math in many different ways. Some of the tasks in which you use math are taking measurements for pattern making, tailoring clothing, digital design, figuring out a selling point, estimating the cost of materials. Understanding how to calculate measurement equations in your head is very crucial for being able to create clothing. Being familiar with all of the hash marks on a measurement stick will help you be able to make exact seam allowances. Being able to measure someone's body to obtain the exact length and width is very crucial for tailoring clothing. If you are at least 1 inch off, the whole clothing piece may not fit. Many fashion designers can look at someone's body shape and know exactly what their body measurements are. Digital design is a newer program for fashion designers. It is used by creating clothing designs on the computer. You can create a whole clothing line and send it to your client to see if they like it before you start sewing. Understanding how to create a selling price is a crucial point to being successful in the fashion industry. Knowing how much you need to spend on items to create the clothing piece and how long it takes to create the clothing piece is very important factors for setting a price. Once you have the cost of the piece, determining the desired amount to sell the item will help you know if the profit is worth your time and money invested. Being a fashion designer is very important to understand the costs and measurements to be successful. Just like a fashion designer, a fashion merchandiser needs to have a good understanding of math. Fashion merchandising uses math in pricing, projecting, and buying. One example when merchandisers use math is when they are determining a price for sale items. They look at what a purchase price was for the item and what discount they can drop the price to without losing too much money. When a fashion merchandiser purchases from a store, they determine where to get the best quality for the best price. Setting budgets for seasonal clothing and estimating purchases the consumers will make helps merchandisers understand the price range while buying. Being able to project what to see for next year's clothing line will be able to help you next year when deciding what to buy. The merchandiser can keep sales data to find that information. Having a pricing budget is very helpful when purchasing clothing. When comparing prices between different companies that have the same piece, the merchandiser considers all the factors before purchasing. A fashion merchandiser uses math in many different ways. Being a boutique owner, you may use a store merchandiser. Your goal is to bring in enough money to pay for renting the space where your store is located and to pay for the utilities while still making a profit on your clothing. Part of your expenses is buying clothing from your store and pay for the merchandiser. Another expense is paying for the employees that work in your store. Selling your merchandises need to generate enough income to cover all of those expenses. Once you have got enough money, you need to pay the government a percentage of your profit. Being a boutique owner requires you to be in charge of many different jobs. You must be organized and very involved. For every college that I have been interested in that has a fashion department, I have found they require a student to take a certain amount of years in math and a certain amount of math classes. Having a firm grasp on math concepts will set you up for success in the fashion field. I am very focused and pursuing a career in fashion. I am very happy that math is one of my strong points. Thank you for watching my speech.